All right, guys, I'm going to show you. I got to paint this thing in sections because I don't have enough paint to do it all at one shot. So I got to do it in sections. I painted the top. I got two coats up there, and I was on a coat and a half, or I did two. I was doing the second coat on this, where you can see the difference here. I run out of paint last night and I had to run up and get some more, and I should have finished it last night. But I waited until this morning, and I came out and I had a little running down this run here. I had a little run in there, so I sanded it, and I said, well, I'll go ahead and spray out the second coat over the area that I didn't get second coated. Then I was going to blow out the third coat today, third coat on the top, and then clear coat it. But what you guys got to see is, let me get this. Let's come up here. Let's see if I can, let me find it here. Oh. I don't know if I'll be able to show it. It might be too close. Let's try it here. That's right. Oh, see that right there? That stuff started happening when I sprayed this part of the second coat, and I even have some right in there. See it? This happened this morning because where I live in Ohio, everything's so wet up here all the time. It rains every doggone day, it seems like. But it dropped down in the 40s, or no, low 50s last night. When I came out here in the barn, it wasn't even in, or it was in the 60s. And I should have waited till it warmed up this morning before I sprayed that. Now I got to do some sanding on that, and then finish the third coat on the hood, third coat on the roof, and then I can start working on other things. Even I've got these the frame braces, and all this is been painted, but I still got to put the third coat on it. Now, because I'm having to deal with what's happened to the paint job on the Jeep, I went ahead and somebody gave me, I had it leaning up against here in my last few videos, but they gave me a sheet of plywood. It's a 1/4-inch sheet of plywood. And since I made this rolling bench after cutting it off of the end of that bench, I wanted to put a shelf down here. It didn't have a shelf at all. It was just 2x4s, 3 of them across there. So while I'm waiting on that stuff to dry with my Jeep, I went ahead and cut that board and put me a shelf under my rolling bench so I can put stuff under there as well. Guys, I want you to know, we even had a cookout and everything over the weekend, Memorial weekend, and old Pop was out here working on his Jeep. Well, I helped. My wife bought a pool for my daughter or my granddaughter. It's like 10 foot by 6 foot. Held, I don't know, a couple feet of water. My granddaughter at 5 years old, she can get in it, swim around a little bit, you know. She enjoyed it about 10 minutes. That was it. She wanted out. I helped my wife get that all set up, and My son did the cooking of the hamburgers and hot dogs, and they even smoked macaroni and cheese. And I mean, we all get together, but Pop was working on the Jeep. I'm trying to get it done in the next couple of weeks anyway, folks, but I'm running out of paint. I'm not running out of it. I just run out of it in the barn. I had to go get some more. But like I said, I'm not going to go buy 100. I'm doing this with rattle cans, folks. If you don't know what that is, it's spray cans. You buy the spray paint, anything. Shake them up, marble in it, whatever's in it. That mixes up the paint. That's how I'm painting this Jeep. Paint, clear coat, everything's going on it just like that. I've already done this once. That Jeep was blue when I bought it. For $2,000, folks. $2,000 I paid for that Jeep. Let's see, about 7 years ago. Didn't even have no brake fluid in the brake system. No fluid. No fluid. And I drove it home. I ain't playing with it. I thought it looked good, though. And it did. It looked clean. I found all the Bondo and all the rust and everything under the plastic parts that was on it. And it kind of aggravated me to death. I've already replaced one quarter panel, the whole passenger side quarter panel. I had to replace it because it did. And I got videos on my Watachi Running Free channel with that fender flopping in the wind when you drove down. It was so rusted up. But I paid $2,000 for it, folks. It had 169,000 miles on it. The motor runs great. Doesn't burn oil, doesn't leak anything. Doesn't leak anything. Doesn't run hot. Nothing. The body's just rusting off. Well, I'm trying to stop the body from rusting off of my Jeep. I don't know how many years I got left, but I believe I can drive this Jeep every day for the rest of my life, and I'll be fine. And that's what I'm going to try to do. And what I'm trying to do is make it look a little bit better, you know. That's the thing about my Jeep. Is this one? It's an old Jeep. Well, it's not as old as me, but it's older than a lot of you that watch my channel. It's a 1998 XJ. Jeep Cherokee Classic. Look up and see what the biggest options they had for it. My Jeep's got it. Sunroof and all. Moonroof, whatever you want to call it. Posi track rear end. I mean, it's the classic. It had all the options. It's got a couple of problems that I've been trying for 2 years to get straightened out, and I can't find the right person to fix it. But I still drive it every day. If you want to see it, you already have, folks. I've showed my Jeep in many, many videos. It's a part of me as much as my hat is. If you don't know, I sell these at Watachi Barn. It's my hat that I usually wear. It's too hot to wear them right now. Wear my hat right now. Or well, it's summertime, so I usually I leave it on I leave it put up till it gets back being cold all the time. Then I wear it. So God loves you guys. I love you guys. I'm just showing you what some people think, Well, Tati, you just ain't got nothing else to do but get online, talk bad about people. I don't even talk bad about people. I just point out their own errors. I don't just simply talk bad about people. I don't have that authority or judgment or capabilities or anything. It doesn't matter what I say anyway. It's just my knowledge that's coming out. I'm an old man. Nobody cares what an old man has to say, do they? How many of you ever listen to your grandpa or grandma? How many of you even listen to your parents? How many of you even listen to each other? Because you don't even listen to your friends either. Your friends will tell you, I've been there. My first wife that I had, not only my friends told me, yeah, Brian, or Watachi, don't marry her. She's just trying to get what you got. She has nothing. My first wife's own family members, brothers, two of them, told me about their own sister. Do not marry her. She's wasting your time. And I didn't listen. These guys were my friends. I didn't listen. I married her. 364 days later, I was divorced from her. We didn't even make it a whole year. We were 1 day shy of a year. Or she divorced me. I wasn't even there when she did it. She divorced me from Wyoming, where she talked me into moving her back to where her mom was. I wasn't even there when I got divorced. They just sent me paperwork, told me I was. I ain't lying to you people. We all do stupid stuff, folks. All of us. At some level of stupidities are higher than others. That it sins, whatever, they all can be forgiven. All you have to do is seek Jesus. Seek Jesus. The Muslims will tell you he was a prophet. The Muslims, there's a lot of other religions that claim Jesus did everything he did and is everything the Bible says he is. Not the Jewish people. They won't tell you that, but a lot of other religions will tell you about the same man that he's been written about the most in any books. Nobody's been able to show any proof that he did not exist. And without him, folks, none of us deserve anything other than hell. None of us. Because you ain't no different than me. You sin just like I did and do. I still do, folks, even though I'm a righteous man. Now, there's no way this body that I'm sitting in right now can I not sin. Thoughts, stuff I believe that's running through my own brain, and then I start thinking stupid, sinful thoughts and actions that I do. I'm no different than you guys. I'm not Jesus by no means. But you have to seek him to be saved. And you have to have a relationship with him. You have to have a relationship with God, the Father. And that's the most important thing. Without that relationship, folks, some people, it starts off with faith. You got to have faith in God and Jesus being the Son. You got to have faith that those two are what the books that's been written about them say they are. And then you find, after a while, that it's not even a faith, it's not a belief anymore. You know it to be a fact because of what the Father and the Son has done in your life and the way they've changed you as they have me. So I ask you guys, all of you that watch this, to seek Jesus and see what happens. Watch and see. But you got to seek him wholeheartedly with your heart, mind, and soul. And if you do, I assure you, you will live in peace as I do today. I have no drama. I see all the evil going on. It don't affect me because I know the ones who are causing it are going to fall soon. Soon. So it doesn't affect me. I live in peace. Do you? Love you guys. It's just the life and times of Watachi. Till next time, guys.